I'm never going to understand men thinking that a woman is ran through and worn out because she slept with X amount of people. How is it different than sleeping with the same person a million times? I just simply do not understand. I never have. That's like saying that your pee-pee is shaved down after multiple uses. Like, it doesn't make any sense. It's not a thing. Like, do men actually believe that, or are you just so stressed out that she's probably had bigger? Like, is that why?
The damage is entirely psychological because treating intimacy like a revolving door destroys your ability to pair bond, and you just can't undo that emotional baggage.
Why would it matter how many previous sexual partners someone has had if you're in a relationship? Try and explain it. Someone give me an explanation. There is no reason that it affects you. There is no reason that it affects your relationship. It's just childish. Like, I really think people should just be laughing in people's faces when they even ask it. Like, if someone asks you this question, just go, dude, like, not good.
I think one of the major issues I have with now's dating pool is that men want to be treated like women. And what I mean by that is men want to be courted. Like, men don't want to do the courting anymore. They want to be courted. Like, what do you mean? I say, oh yeah, I've seen you before, and you tell me and you didn't say nothing to me? Sorry. I thought I was the woman. Like, no, I'm not going to approach you first. You're a man. Like, come and talk to me first. No, I'm not going to ask you on a date. You're the man. Take me on a date. No, I'm not touching my own door. No, that's what you're here for. No, I'm not paying for this date. That's what you're here. Like, what is going on? Men, they don't want to chivalry is dead. Men don't want to be gentlemen. I don't know what's going on. Like, no, me as a woman, I'm not telling you I want you. I'm not doing that. Especially if we both know there's an interest there. You know what I mean? Like, come and get what you want. I, as the woman, should be waiting for you to court me. I should not be sitting here like, come and talk to me. Like, what's going on? Like, I don't know what this is about, but no, like, I'm sorry. I'm going to be a woman, and I'm going to sit here, and I'm going to wait for a man to make their interest known, and I'm going to wait for a man to take the initiative to see me, to plan dates, to talk to me, and all that. And if you're not doing that, then we can just dead it. Like, we're not going anywhere. I'm not going to sit here and do all the things a man should be doing. Sorry, no.
What is it with guys nowadays? Like, why are we both competing to be princesses? Can I be the only woman in the relationship? Is that okay with you? Can I feel like a woman? Can I? Because this whole thing of like, will you come to London like to meet me? Yes, of course. Why don't I also get a ring whilst I'm there? And like, why don't I propose to you? Why don't I get down on one knee, plan a whole proposal and like ask you out? Like, ask you to be my girlfriend. Why not? Even though you're a man, like maybe I should ask you to be my girlfriend. And also the kind of guys that slide into your DMs and like they come up with the, I don't know, man, like weirdest opening line or whatever, but sometimes it's funny, so I respond, and then they start playing hard to get. Do you want me to, like, where is, I don't understand it. So you're messaging me and then you expect me to chase you, like, what? Like, I don't know. I'm just really confused.
Where are all the men? Literally, I'm so disillusioned by the male population right now because they're all boys. Tell me why the other week the girls and I are... Can the street traffic not, like... Tell me why the other week the girls and I were at the bar and there's like this guy with his friend and like he was kind of cute, whatever, and he was like looking back over at us and we were like, okay, like, is he gonna like do something? Homeboy goes and sits down at the bar and we're like, okay, whatever, like, forget about it. And then we see he's like still just like sitting there alone, like, what? And he'll be like, he would like look back at us and we were like, and it's like, what, babe? Do you want me to, hey babe, you want me to buy you a drink? Like, what do you want? Like, but they literally just think like they're the prize or something. And honestly, it's because the girls are making them feel that way. The bitches are walking up to men and being like, hey, like, oh. Please stop approaching men. If they want you, they need to come up to you and get it. Because the sassy man apocalypse and they're just princesses. And it's like, yeah, boo, gender rules, boo. But at the same time, it's like inevitable.
I went on a date recently and it was just a coffee date. A little walk and talk. Got her coffee, did a little walking, did a little talking. Get to the coffee shop, order, and I go get my wallet to pay for it. And when I tell you, I've never seen a man seem so annoyed and just almost like insulted that I would even like attempt to get out my wallet to pay. And he said, don't do that. Like, don't even, like, he was mad that I would even try. That is the energy that we all be needing. Like, genuinely, first date, that's how it should be. That's how it should be. If you're having to pay on the first date for a guy to take you out in any capacity, he's not interested in you. It's just about a respect thing at the end of the day in my eyes.
You know why the birth rate in Canada is so low? Because Canadian men are repulsive. They're passive aggressive in public. So imagine what they are like in private. They're sardonic. They think they're the prize. They are not witty, or they have no banter. But they want you to have the banter. You're like basically a monkey to entertain them. So die slow, Canada. Die slow.
Sassy man apocalypse, this, that, whatever. No, shy man apocalypse. You know what's low-key been giving me the ick recently? Not that you ask or care, but I'm gonna tell you anyway. The art of approaching a girl in public has died. I've got 2 bones to pick. Number 1 is men who see you in public and then reach out to you on socials the next day instead of just coming up to you. Like, honestly, it's good intention, but no, it's just such an ick. You have to like hide behind your phone and you can't just like come up to me. Like, I'm 5'4", I'm not that intimidating. Additionally, this one irks me even more, but men who add you by search on Snapchat without asking for your Snapchat, whether they saw you in public or they saw you on Instagram or whatever it may be. Like, I didn't give you my Snap, number 1, kind of just crazy that you found it. I mean, it's not that hard to find. It's literally my name. I don't know. To me, it's like if you see me on Instagram, like DM me. If you see me in person, start a conversation with me. The last thing I want you to do is just out of the blue add me on Snap. Me personally, I don't add any randos back on Snap unless I like know them. So yeah, that's my little rant for the day. Not that this will change it, but just putting it out there.
Since men don't approach women anymore, I guess I should start going up to men. I live in a city, and literally anytime I'm walking anywhere, anytime I see a cute guy, it's always heads down, headphones in, he won't look at anyone. Literally no one is approachable anymore, no one looks at each other, everyone's heads down, and no one's smiling or just seems happy. Literally no one's socializing. What am I supposed to do? Chase a guy down the street that does not want to be bothered and ask him if he is single? I feel like I give off the most approachable vibes. I'm always smiling, looking pleasant, not looking at my phone, I don't wear my headphones. Literally never once. I've never been approached. Fucking get this. I was talking to a guy I matched with on Cuff. We were talking on the phone, had the fucking best conversation ever. Ghost me. He literally ghosted me. Just now, if you have like a really good phone call with a guy you matched with on a dating app like Raya, Cuff, Tinder, or whatever, I guess you just ghost them immediately. It's funny though, like on the phone when we were talking, I asked him if he like ever approaches a girl at a bar or in the street, and he was like, no, God, no. So I guess maybe that was just a red flag. That men forget that they literally have the power in the situation. So that's why everyone's single.
Can 2026 please, for the love, be the year that guys go up and talk to women in public again? Like, I know there's guys out there that do this, but not enough. There's not enough, because guys who just sit and stare at you from across the room, they just keep making eye contact with you, and you just make eye contact back and forth. Like, please, just go say hello. Just go say hello. It's really not that hard. If she's making eye contact back with you, like if you guys are making eye contact back and forth several times, she wants you to come say hello, okay? If you look at a girl, you find her attractive, and you never see her looking at you again, she probably doesn't want to talk to you, okay? Or she has a boyfriend, whatever. But if she keeps making eye contact with you, that is your sign to go up and say hello. And it is so much more attractive when a guy takes initiative. It shows so much confidence. So what? You shoot your shot and you miss? You're going to miss regardless if you don't go say hello. It's so silly to me. This happens all the time. And twice in the past week, I've had scenarios like this, totally opposites. Last Saturday, me and this guy, he sat across from me at this restaurant we were at, and we made eye contact a few times. I get up, go to the bathroom, we're about to leave. We're washing our hands outside the bathroom. He comes over, says hello, we talk, blah, 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 whatever. I'm like, thank you. Like, thank you for coming to make a move and say hello. This morning, I was at the gym, and this guy, one of my guy friends at the gym, texts us, and he's like, you guys have an admirer? And I was like, what? And he's like, this guy is like, will you please talk to them for me? Like, see if like whatever. And he's like, no, these girls are cool. Like, they don't want some punk guy who's not going to come say hello. I'm like, thank you. Like, no, girls don't want a guy who's not going to take initiative. Like, girls want guys who are confident. So even if you aren't confident, you should shoot your shot regardless, because you're going to look so much better and have so much better of a chance if you just shoot your shot.
Are you also an outgoing woman who like will approach a man but also doesn't want to approach a man, and then she like teeters between like, wow, should I go up to the man and be like, yeah, hey, hi, I'm sexy, I'm here, or should I just be like, cool girl, shy girl, like, I'm shy, come to me, and then nothing ever happens. And so you're just like in this rut of like, okay, what is the right thing to do? And then the right thing is just not, it's not clicking, and you're just sitting in here like, what am I supposed to do? Because I don't have the dating apps. God forbid a girl doesn't have the dating apps. I don't want a fucking breeding ground of people that I'm not supposed to meet in my real life. I'm done with that shit. And then, whoa, I lay out everything that I'm interested in, and you have a book of what you can talk to me about because you're cheating. Do you even give a fuck? Or did you just read what I literally gave you? I'm struggling. I have been blessed with like a lot of hot men around me lately. I don't know, something's in the air. Something is in the air. I don't know what to do. So just like literally handcuff me and take me away. Because my mind is a prison.
Someone tell me why literally every single option when it comes to moving the conversation off a dating app feels wrong. Every single one of them. Snapchat, to me, it's giving immature and cheater vibes. Sorry, personal opinion. Instagram, I don't want to give that for 2 reasons. Because then I can't share the tea on my Instagram. And then also, I don't want him to create a perception of who he thinks I am based off my post before actually meeting me in real life. I just, not yet, thank you. Thirdly, if I give him my number, then if he's smart like me, then he's going to search my number up on Pay ID and then find out my last name, and then he's going to give me a good old internet stalk, and then he's going to end up finding my social media after all. So I just feel like none are a good option. So what are we doing? Where are we moving the conversation to? Please don't say Snapchat.
Okay, you know when you're single and like people are always saying like, oh, you never know where you can meet someone. You might meet someone at the grocery store. Is that for real? Who's doing that? Like, I'm legitimately asking, can you meet someone at the grocery store, and if so, how? Because I just saw the sexiest man walk into the grocery store today, and I thought to myself, if I wanted to approach him, how the hell would I do that? What do I possibly say to someone? Because first of all, if people come and talk to me in the grocery store, I get pissed off. I'm in there for one reason and one reason only, to shop and get the fuck out. I'm not there to socialize. I'm not there to chit chat. I'm running around the grocery store like a maniac because I have things to do. But if I wanted to go say hello to a sexy man, I don't even know what I would say. Hi, what are you shopping for? What's your name? Who are you? Like, what? How do you even start a conversation in a grocery store? Genuinely asking, has anybody ever met a person of interest in a grocery store, and has it ever gone anywhere? Because I'm just so curious. And if so, teach me how.
You know what I hate about dating in your 30s? I would like to talk about a very specific dating archetype type that seems to be very prevalent in 2026 dating culture, and it's the men that just want pen pals. It's like dopamine dating. Like, they get some sort of validation from messaging back and forth, but then as soon as the commitment comes in to actually having to meet up and go on a date, they back down. They ghost. They say, actually, like, you know what? I changed my mind. Actually, like, I may have had all of the information before, but something in that information is now turning me off. And I'm like, you know what? Never mind. Why do you just want a pen pal? If you want a pen pal, like, go and write to like one of those like people in prison and have a pen pal with them, or, you know, start a relationship with somebody halfway across the world. If you don't actually want the commitment of meeting somebody, then why are you on a dating app? If you just want somebody to text you and puff up your ego and make you feel better. Like, I've come across this type of guy so many times, and I've seen so many other women on TikTok talking about this too, where it's all of these guys that just want a freaking pen pal. They get the dopamine rush from starting to message you, and then as soon as things get serious, it's downhill. You never end up meeting each other, and that's it. And this type comes again and again and again, and it's so annoying. Don't be on a dating app if you want a pen pal.
Guys, if you're on a dating app, please stop with the fake smoldering selfie look, because that pose is just not doing it for me. I'd much rather see you outside on a boat with a fish. I love a good fish photo. At least I can see how happy you are in your element, or someone out, you know, at the races or in the sunshine hiking, but no group pictures like with all your mates on every single picture. It's nice on one or two, but on every single picture it's not good. And Sunnies, take those glasses off, guys. I want to see your eyes and your smile and your fish.
A video for all the single men out there. If you're single, can you stay around, just stick around. If you're not single, just scroll past because this isn't for you, okay? All right, so single men, I just need to know and understand, because I have a couple of single friends and I'm like constantly trying to help them find a good guy. And like one predicament that I feel like a lot of single girls have is like a lot of single girls aren't in the club. And the club typically used to be where you would meet a guy. Like I even write songs about it, like out in the club and got somebody's hands on me and all this kind of stuff. Like that's what us songwriters write about a lot. But I feel like honestly these days, are you even in the club? Like a lot of people aren't in the club like they used to be in the club. And so single guys, if you're not in the club, where do you be? Where are you? Because I'm struggling with like how to advise my single girlfriends on where to find a good guy. Are you online? Are you in the grocery store? Are you in the library? Are you like busy at work? Are you on public transport? Like, where is a really good place to meet a good single guy these days? Like, I'm just asking for a friend.
It honestly kind of makes me a little bit sad that on my dating videos, I feel like a lot of women comment, okay? So I feel like it's a collective feeling. I mean, like, it's really weird because I feel like a lot of women want to be approached, or they want to be in a relationship, or they want to date or whatever. Do men feel the same? Like, genuinely, do men feel the same way? And I'm just asking, like, out of curiosity, like, is there like a problem where like men feel like women don't want to be like approached, or like don't want to be in a relationship? Like, do they, like, are they scared? It's like a genuine question, okay? Because I've been getting like a lot of feedback, okay, like comments, DMs, whatever, on my last video, which is about like dating. And a lot of people are like, yeah, it's the same. And I don't see a lot of like men. I do get some like DMs from men saying the same thing, but like I wonder if men feel the same way, or if they're like intimidated to like talk. Like, what do we do? Like, how do we fix this genuinely?
This is a question for women in their 30s who are single with no kids, no dating life, basically just single and living their life. So if you're not one of them, keep scrolling. But if you are, welcome, and tell me what you're doing, because I am exactly that person. Honestly, I've been finding myself watching too much TV and I hate socializing. What are you guys doing? Like, what are the hobbies that you're picking up? I need to change something in 2026 because I cannot be a homebody, even though that is me. I love staying home, but I feel like I need to go out and enjoy life. So what are y'all doing? I hate going out so much that I literally built an entire gym in my garage. I'm never gonna meet anyone.
Hello, I'm asking for a friend. I'm 29. Do you think it's too late for me to find love? I'm starting to feel like it is. And I just want the internet to tell me the truth one way or another. And yeah, thanks.
I've been single so long that somebody just asked me who I was with and I said AT&T.
Honestly, in this day and age, shame on the women who shit on guys who actually try respectfully to like get your number or like approach you or like just hit on you in general in like a public setting. Extra bonus points if it's not a fucking bar or an atmosphere that involves alcohol. Like, I hate when girls like, ew, like that guy like came up to me, like what a weirdo. Like, they literally need to be encouraged to do that. Like, no one does it anymore. I love when men like shit on like girls who go out in bars and stuff and stuff like that or whatever. But like, where are you gonna find your husband on Hinge? At the grocery store? They are not fucking approaching you there. Swear to God, whenever someone approaches me, specifically not in a bar setting, I have the utmost respect. Even if I don't find them attractive, I'll give them a number regardless or conversate with them regardless, because it's like so admirable in this day and age to actually have the nerve and the kahunas to go and do that. So stop shitting on them, because we need that.
The guys that you need in your life are shy guys. The shy guys, the quiet ones. They say the quiet ones are the ones to look out for, and it's fucking true. It's absolutely true. They're devils in bed. The comedians, they are absolute comedians. They like full comedy gold. They will treat you like a princess. They're also really good with their family. But they're the quiet ones. They're the ones that, you know, you have a big group of guys. It's the one that you're the one you don't take a second look at. They're the one you need to like, because they are husbands. Because once they've got you, that's it. They've got you in their grasp. They'll laugh you into bed. because they're actually hilarious. They're just very shy. I love a good quiet guy. You know, the guy with the one fucking liners? They're my favourite. Yep. Beard, bald, shy, quiet, has a bit of banter. Because shy guys really go well with a loud girl, and I'm fucking loud, aren't I? I'm just a loud girl.
I gave a guy my phone number once again. Yes, I'm back at it. So I was at the golf driving range yesterday and I was hitting some balls with a big group of women because I was hosting an event. And there was this guy there, and the people on my group were like, he keeps looking at you. Like, he is always like watching your shots, and he just keeps like looking around to see where you are. They were like, you need to go and talk to this man right now. And you know what? I did. I grabbed a coaster and a pen and I literally wrote Chanel and my phone number on it. I walked straight over to this man. There were other like guys around hitting balls too. Straight down there. Can't remember any of it because I was so stressed, but I did it. It was like, hi, like I'm Chanel, and they said their name, and I was like, oh, you know, I thought I'd just come give you my number. Like, you're really good at golf, and like, if you want to hang out, like, just let me know. Yeah, really proud of myself. This is your sign to shoot your shot though, because you never know, and you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So, yeah.
The problem with me is that I was raised by my father, and what I mean by that, I worked at the studio all day. We're in a plaza where there's multiple bars, restaurants, whatever. My husband's out golfing. I don't know. I'm not his keeper. I'm like, okay, let me just get a glass of Prosecco. I've been here since 9 a.m. I go in. There's one bar stool left. The man moves his backpack. And I'm like, oh, thank you. That's so nice. And he's like, oh, no, you're so nice. You're going to buy us the next round of drinks. Excuse me? First of all, it's International Women's Day, and I've already lost an hour of sleep. The two of those things don't go together. But what do you mean, oh, I'm going to buy you the next round of drinks? I don't care if you're joking. You're about the same age as my father, who, by the way, would never, ever insinuate that a woman buy him, not just him, but him and his friends who all have gray beards. No offense to gray beards, but clearly you're quite literally older than me. You think I'm going to buy you a round of drinks? And I kept waiting for the other shoe to drop, and they were just like, yeah, put it on her tab. Excuse me, don't put anything on my tab. There's no tab. Put me on your tab, but there's no tab. Okay? I don't understand what's going on, but the problem with society right now is that all the men want to be the girls. They want to be the princesses. They want princesses. We're not doing it. Okay? And you don't have to buy my drinks, but understand that I'm not about to buy your drinks. And the fact that you even insinuated that at your big age, my grandfather would roll over in his grave. Are you kidding me? This is the same man who, when my grandmother just casually mentioned that she didn't like driving, drove her for the rest of her life until he died, and then my dad drove her for the rest of her life, and then carried her up and down the steps. Are you freaking kidding me? You can say I'm bougie. You can say I am bougie, and I run a strict program. And it's not about the fact that I'm married. I can be single as a Pringle. I'm not buying no man anything at a bar. Thanks.
I don't know if I've heard a lot of people talk about this because I feel like I haven't, but as someone who is still in high school, a senior, I think it is pretty insane how normalized it is to be in high school, whether you're 14 through 18, and the boys our age, I can't even say men because they don't act like men, yet they want to be respected and treated as men, but they can't ask a girl out on a date anymore. Instead, they add them on Snapchat, on Instagram, DM them, whatever, get their number from a friend, pick them up in their car, go for a drive, and make out for however long, 20, 30, 45 minutes. I think it's crazy that that is the norm because either men or women, I respect myself. Okay, as a man, you should respect yourself. As a woman, you should respect yourself. And I highly respect myself. And I can't even pretend to meet up with someone and go make out with them. Yet alone, these girls and these guys do this literally 10 times, 20 times, 30 times. I know countless of people where I live that just have kiss counts that just exceed what I thought was normal. And I have a very low kiss count. And I just think it's crazy because I am 18 years old and I don't think I've ever officially been asked out on a date. Maybe once or twice. Maybe a good 3 times in my whole high school, maybe 15 through 18. 3 years, good 3 years. You know, good age, maybe been asked out like 3 times. And I don't know what's happening. When I get to college, are guys gonna suddenly start asking us out again? Because what happened to the knocking on my door or asking my father for permission or giving me flowers or opening the door for me? What happened to those kinds of men? I see them in movies because I know in movies, we dream of that. We really do want that. As a woman, I want a man to open the door for me. Yes, I can open the door for myself. I know I can. But it goes both ways, right? It goes both ways. And I hate the fact that now all I see are my friends meeting up with random people, even strangers that they don't know, making out with them for 30 minutes. And now guys don't ask out girls on dates because either they're afraid, they think they're going to get rejected, they know the women don't respect themselves, so they think it's okay to just say, hey, when are we going to go make out? And I've gotten asked that way more times than I've ever been asked out on a date, and I've only been asked out like 3 times. I'm sorry, I'm not going to be asking out my husband on a date. That's not how it's going to work. I'm not going to ask out my boyfriend to go out with me. If you can't respect me enough and realize that it is your job as a man, I'm sorry, to ask me out on a date, to show respect for me, if you can't do that, then we have a problem. And the thing is, the problem is rising because I know way too many of my friends, my brother's friends, who just objectify women. And I don't mean that to be like, I'm not trying to get controversial or political. It should just be a fact that a man should ask out a woman on a date. If you're 16 years old, if you're 17 or 18 years old, however old you are, doesn't matter. The man should have the confidence and the respect to ask out a woman on a date. And the women need to have respect for themselves to actually answer the man. Like, I don't understand how many times men have asked out women and the women will just ignore them or, you know, say he's ugly or he's not worth her time, and they don't give them a chance. They don't give them a shot at all. If you're genuinely not attracted to them, okay. But why not just give them a shot? Women need to start respecting men and respecting themselves. I'm sorry. I really don't want to say I want to go back to the 19th century, but I really do. I know I'm supposed to be here at this time. I get that. I'm here at this time for a reason. But I want a man to ask me out on a date and not be afraid to call my dad and take me out. I'm not trying to sound annoyed, but I'm annoyed. Because am I ever going to have a husband or have a boyfriend? Because I have to do everything. I literally have to do everything. And I really do believe it's because us as women, we started not honoring ourselves and not respecting ourselves and our body and who we are. And we just give ourselves freely to a man and say, yeah, I'll go make out with you. And then it becomes the norm. It becomes a normal thing that all teenagers do. And I don't understand. Because where's the group of kids? Where are the people? I get that this has probably been a thing forever. But now it's so normal that literally no one asks anybody out anymore. I've asked my brother, why doesn't he just take out a girl on a date? And he says, well, you know, she's not pretty enough to date. Or I don't know her that well. And then I said, but you're willing to go make out with her for 30 minutes in your car, but she's not worthy of your time to take her out on a date. She's not worthy of your gas money. Or she's not worthy of your, you know, paycheck that you just made. I can't do it. So disrespectful. But they're disrespectful because we are disrespectful to ourselves. I truly believe that. I truly believe that women started disrespecting themselves. Like I said, they're not honoring themselves. And the men take that as a leeway to say, okay, well, you know, she's going to make out with me. What's the harm? What's the problem? They don't really understand. I'm not saying there's not respectful men. I'm just saying, as a 18-year-old who has been in high school, through high school for 4 years, been asked out like 3 times, and have been asked to make out with random strangers like 20 times, it's kind of insane. Let me know your thoughts.
So I stopped talking to a guy because he took too long to reply to me, and I feel like my reasoning is justified, but I know I can be a little bit insane sometimes. But hear me out. So all last week it was going well. We were talking, we really hit it off, like same values, same sense of humour, and yeah, like it doesn't often happen where I actually am speaking to someone, getting along really well with them, and I actually genuinely want to meet them. So yeah, that was how I felt about the situation. He was also giving that energy and expressing that he felt the same way. So then Saturday rolls around and we were talking normal in the morning, and then just midday, nothing. So I was like, cool, he's probably got plans, he's seeing his friends or his family. He doesn't have to reply to me straight away. And then the evening rolls around and I still haven't got anything. And I'm like, it's a bit rude at this point because of how much we've been speaking prior to this, and you just think it's acceptable to just not. Like even a courtesy text, like, sorry, I'm busy, I'll speak to you later. That was like all I would want in that situation, basically. I don't want the full back and forth because you're busy, you're seeing people, I understand that. So I didn't get anything all day. 21 hours later, Sunday morning, this man texts me and he's like, have you had a good weekend? And I'm thinking, like, the weekend's not even over yet. It's halfway through the weekend. Why are you asking me? So I was like, yeah, it was all right. I'm being mad fucking blunt at this point because I'm like, you've taken the piss. You're showing this energy and this behaviour at the beginning. Like, I'm not interested in that. Like, I'm not fucking about. You're either into me or you're not. So yeah, I was being really blunt. And then he said, like, did you get up to much? And I was like, no, just chilled. I didn't ask him what he did. His next message was, I went out. Just that. I went out. It's like, well, fucking no shit, Sherlock. Obviously you went out because you fucking aired me for almost a day. I didn't think you were fucking dead. And then I think there was like a couple more messages exchanged. And then again, midday, just stops fucking replying to me. So I'm a bit over it at this point because I'm like, all of this shit you've been saying last week is bullshit, basically. Because if you were actually interested and you did want to progress and meet me and go on dates and whatever, you wouldn't be longing me off for a whole fucking day. 2 days in a row, you wouldn't fucking do that. So I just took away the opportunity to reply.
I deleted my last message, I unmatched him from the dating app, and I unfollowed him and deleted the chat. Because I'm like, you had your opportunity to reply. I'm very much like, I don't care. Unless you're on fucking death's door, 12 hours is a sufficient amount of time to reply to a fucking message if you wanted to. You obviously didn't want to. You were using me during the week because you were bored and I was someone to entertain you, and then the weekend rolls around, you've got better plans, you've got no fucking time for me, so you're not replying to me anymore. It's as simple as that. So I'm not interested. I feel like I won't get a reply now because obviously I deleted my last message, and that's quite a telltale sign that I'm no longer interested. But yeah, anyway, do you know what the annoying thing is? Yeah, so I went for him and he wasn't even my type. So I was like, no, do you know what? We will try someone that's not my type. We'll try someone older. We'll try someone that's got a career, a nice, good job. And still, the behaviour is this. So, yeah. Done with that one. Another one bites the dust. Likely to be another story similar to this in a couple of weeks. But I'll keep you posted. Anyway,